another exciting edition of 360 issues right here on 7FM 103.9 Onitsha.
The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, said it has arrested the founder and general overseer of Seraphic and Sabbath Assembly, Lagos High Priest Unodo Azuka Kendrick, in connection with Dubai-bound meth and shunk. The agency also arrested a student of Emmanuel College of Theology, Samantha Ibadan, Udozika Udoka, and their friend agent, Oyoyo Mary Obasi, over attempt to export methamphetamine and shunk, consignment concealed in kegs and palm oil, through the narco export shed of the Muritala Mohammed International Airport, MMIA, Ikeja, Lagos to Dubai United Arab Emirates. NDLEA spokesperson Femi Babafemi said Unodo was arrested on Saturday, February 11, 2023, at his Seraphic and Sabbath Assembly Church, located at number 1 Sabbath Close, Ijesha area of Lagos, following the arrest of two suspects, Mary and the theology student Udoka, on Thursday, February 9th, at the Lagos airport in connection with the seizure of 283 parcels of shunk weighing 14.90.
Supposed to be a role model to a lot of people, and when it comes to bringing them closer to God, spiritually leading them and guiding them on the right path. And how do you guide them when you are doing drugs or dealing drugs? And then you probably would also encourage them to get involved in it as well. And this is not the first time this is happening. Last year or so, there was this young pastor as well, so I think in Oka, that was caught in Lagos also when he was going for a crusade in Kenya, or one of these African countries, and he was also caught with cannabis. Is that what gets you connected to the higher power or something? Like maybe for you to get into the spiritual realm and communicate with God, you have to be on a different kind of level and a different high. So how can somebody who is supposed to be there guiding people, also encouraging them to do this, knowing fully well that when they get addicted to it, there would be no cure for it?
So many people run through the window today to enter the church, using church as a cover up. So I believe so many people think when you say I am a pastor, they won't stop you on the road, they won't do this for you, they won't harass you or something, which is not supposed to be. If you position yourself as a man of God, let us see the God act in you.
Temptation is that first time. You call it temptation, but when you do it
second time,
because
it don't sweet you now.
It not be temptation again. It not be temptation again. You've given yourself wholly to it, and you are. If you say it's the devil, it's you that made yourself available for the devil to use you. Because devil know they use person when know they are available.
Exactly. What do you think about this? And if you feel that maybe, just maybe some of this, men of God are now beginning to use this as a means, or just they are using that name, men or man of God, as a cover-up, just like our doctor said, to be able to carry out their nefarious acts, and they feel that since you are a pastor, you might not really be, checked thoroughly and all of that. So let's just go into that. And do you think they are now using the church as a business venture? What about those people that now do jazz just to have them doing miracles in their church and bringing people to their church? They're not there to preach the gospel. They're not there to actually draw souls closer to God and talk about if you sin and all of this will happen to you and all of that. We don't hear that anymore. What we're hearing now is prosperity. You would hammer, you would do this next year. By this time next year, I see somebody here getting a private jet. I've been to a church that the pastor was preaching and then talking to us about his suit, telling us that he has a collection of suits that he wears, that he does not repeat suit, and each of the suits that was back then, each of the suit cost over 100,000 naira, and he does not repeat it. That he keeps on buying new ones. And then when it was time for offerings, everybody should raise their money up, wave it, and it must be from 1,000 naira up. He said it. it must be from 1,000 naira up.
Okay.
So everybody was raising the 1,000 naira, waving it to the Lord. I held my 50 naira tight. I did not show it to anybody because he was saying that my God is not our police people that will be giving 50 naira. I thought he was talking to me. I said, because of that reason, I'm going to give you this 50 naira.
If the heart of the person believes that I am actually giving this to God, God will look at the heart of the person giving it, not what the man of God says. And another thing I want to point out is this. People always go to where they hear what they want to hear.
Exactly.
They know they like it.
They'll tell you what you want to hear, not the truth.
And you will always be coming there because this is what I want to hear at every point in time. And secondly, people don't search for the truth themselves. They are waiting for our man of God said, this person said, this. What have you found out? What will you say on your own? Because Christ has given us that manner for us to work with. Waiting talk. Don't be waiting your man of God talk. Now waiting yourself don't find. Say na him be truth. Don't wait until one man of God tell you something that sounds as if it's true. You jump on it.